And for more on this, I'm joined now by Jeff Moon. He's the president of ChinaUS Strategies. Welcome back to the program.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So Jeff, table tennis, famously called the little ball that moved the big ball, the sport that changed the earth. What about ping pong? What is it about it that allowed the US and China to finally engage?
We're talking about people-to-people relations here. And when just average people get together, they realize that people everywhere are the same. These kinds of activities are probably the most spontaneous, the most enjoyable, and perhaps even the most enduring of the interactions that we have between our two countries. And as we've seen, there's just pure enjoyment in playing ping pong or other kind of people-to-people activities. But then if the countries involved want there to be more meaning and a longer kind of relationship or different kind of relationship, that's possible as well.
And this form of public diplomacy, as you call it, the people-to-people exchange, how powerful is it today?
I think it's very powerful. I've experienced it myself. I have been in international affairs for decades because I participated in when I was a teenager, an exchange program similar to this kind of ping pong program. So you saw the lady that had participated in the first ping pong events in the 70s, and it had affected her life as well. So at a personal level, this can be very enduring and lead people in all kinds of interesting ways in their careers. And then historically, of course, Mao and Nixon wanted to find a way to achieve a breakthrough, and they used this as an opportunity to do that, and that has led to enduring changes as well.
So let's, transition a little to talk about China-US relations today. Where do we stand? And have bilateral ties improved since the height of the trade dispute under the previous White House?
Well, I think that there's been a long pause due to COVID in relations, and I think that has caused us a lot of problems. I think that we also, in the bilateral relationship, face some problems that really are things that we should be tackling. The economy, COVID, the first war in Europe since World War II. Those are issues that are not entirely under the control of either the US or China that we need to work on. And I'm glad to see that in the context of, say, the Shangri-La dialogue, some of our leaders are expressing an interest in controlling the issues that we can control, like the possibility of military conflict. So the bottom line here is that we see a resumption of regular communication, which I think is very important, and hopefully that kind of dialogue will lead to greater understanding and prevent accidents that could lead to much more serious problems in our bilateral relationship.
So dialogue, always a good start. And and on that note, what's the potential then, Jeff, for table tennis or any other sport to become that bridge again to help soothe relations, do you think?
The potential is always there. It just depends on whether our leaders want to take that next step. To be honest with you, I'm not sure that the leaders of our two countries are ready to take that opportunity at this point. I think they need to have a little more dialogue before they can get to that point. But the opportunity is there. They ought to pursue it, and it's in everyone's interest for relations to improve.
And we remain optimistic. Jeff Moon is the president of ChinaUS Strategies. We thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
The Chinese government